Hello everyone, welcome to BioBrain. Today we're going to be learning how to solve problems on velocity time graph. Now the question over here, we have calculated the total distance covered by the body. So how do you solve this problem? So we have the total distance for a trapezium is equals to half bracket a plus b times h. Alright. So this a is this 22, alright. So this a is your 22 plus this b. To get this b, you have to subtract this 15 from this 5. Alright, you'll be having 10. Then your h is this height over here. So this 15. Alright. So this will be 22 plus 10. Okay, that's 32. This 15. Alright, 2 here is 1, 2 into 32. This should give us 16. Alright, so we're having 16 times 15. Alright, and this should give us 240 meter. Alright, 240 meters. So this is your total distance for this problem. Alright, so question 2 said, what is the average velocity? Okay, so you need to know average velocity. Average velocity is total distance over total time taken. Alright? So average velocity is total distance over total time taken. So over here we know our total time taken is 10 seconds, right? But we don't know our total distance. Okay, so you need to know there are two ways to find this total distance. We use the first method in question 1, alright? In this question 2, we'll still be using the first method because it's shorter, alright? But in our second question, we're using the second method. Our third question, sorry. Okay, so this is how to find the total distance now. We know total distance, like we solved in the first question. Total distance is half bracket a plus b times h for a trapezium. Right? Now this is our a. Our a will be this our 10 plus our b will be 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2, that's 6 bracket our height. Our height is 10. Right? This should give us 16, 10. 2 here is 1, 2 into 16, that's 8. So this is 8 times 10 and is equals to 80. Therefore, our total distance, which is s is equals to 80 meters. Right? So we have s equals to 80 meters. Okay? So now we know our total distance, I will know our total time. So we can find our average velocity. So we have the average velocity is equals to total distance, which is 80 meter, over total time. Total time, which is 10. Right? We know 0, we cancel 0. So our average velocity is equals to 8 meter per second. And this is your answer for this question. Right? Alright, so this question asks us determine the distance in the first 20 seconds. Okay, so how do we determine the distance in the first 20 seconds? Okay, let's call this A, B, and C. Alright, so we know this is a triangle, right? So we can as well say the distance in A is middle formula for a triangle is half base times height. Alright, so we have half times the base. Now the base, how you calculate for the base is 10 minus 0. 10 minus 0 is 10. So we have 10 times our height is 4. Right? So 2 here is 1, 2 into 10, that's 5. So we have the distance in A is 20, or 5 times 4, that's 20 meter. Alright, so calculating for the distance in B now. Alright, we have we know there's a rectangle. I know the formula for a rectangle is length times breadth. So we can as well say this is length L times B. So what's our length here? Our length is should be 10, because 20 minus 10 is 10. Right, so we have 10 times, then our breadth is 4. Right, so we have the distance in these 40 meters. Okay, we're going to stop here because they asked us to determine the distance in the first 20 seconds. And this is the first 20 seconds, all right? So we have this up here. If, for example, you told us to determine the total distance, we would have found for XC, and this is a triangle, we would have subtracted this 25 from this 20, and that will be 5 times, half times 5 times this 4 times the height, all right? But since the question told us to determine the distance in the first 20 seconds, we'll have to stop here, okay? So we have to add the both of them. Total distance is SA plus SB, which is equals to 20 plus 40, which is equals to 60 meter. So this is the answer for this question. Okay, so question 4. This question requires us to draw a velocity time graph on our own. Alright, so the question says a car starts from rest and is accelerated uniformly at the rate of 3 meters per second for 5 seconds. It attains a velocity which is maintained for 1 minute. The car is then brought to rest by a uniform retardation after another 3 seconds. Calculate the total distance covered. Okay, so this is what you want to do. you have to follow it step by step. The first thing they said, a car starts from rest and it's accelerated uniformly at the rate 3 meter per second. Okay, so we have to draw a velocity time graph now. All right. So they said a car starts from rest. We know it's starting from rest. A car starts from rest and accelerated uniformly at the rate of 3 meter per second. Okay, for 5 seconds. Okay, so let's say this is 5 seconds. 5 seconds. It attains the velocity which is maintained for 1 minute. Okay, so the velocity is maintained for 1 minute, and we all know 1 minute is 60 seconds. And you need to know in velocity when you are inputting your velocity time graph. See, you have to add this one to the 60, all right? You have to add this 5 to the 60, making it 65, all right? And it's then brought to rest by a uniform retardation. Okay, brought to rest by uniform retardation. After another 3 seconds. So you need to add this 65 to 3, 65 plus 3, that's 60, 68. All right, so this is a velocity time graph. All right, so in this question, we're not given the velocity. We're not given our velocity, all right? So we have to find our velocity by ourselves. We have to find it. We're given our acceleration as 3 meter per second square, right? So we have to find our velocity. So to find the velocity, we have to use the first equation of motion, which says v is equals to u plus at. We have v is equals to our initial velocity. We know they said it can't start from rest, so we know it's starting from rest. So our initial velocity will be 0 plus the acceleration. They gave us the acceleration, which is 3 times the time, which is 5. So now our velocity is 3 times 5, that's 15 meter per second. So this velocity over here is 15 meter per second. So we're asked to find the total distance. Now we can find the total distance just to know our velocity. I will know the total distance is half bracket a plus b times h. All right. So this a we know is our 68 plus. We have to subtract 65 minus 65. That's 60. Then our h is our 15. All right. So half x is equals to half. When you add them together, you'll be having 126 then times 15. X is equals to 126 times 15. That should be 1890. All right, so when you divide both of them, you should be having 960 meter. All right, so this is the answer for this question. So if you found this video, you should make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel and drop a comment on the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.